The best servers in Arma Reforger. What are they? It's a relative question. It's kind of depending on what you like to play.
Now do a barrel roll on your way out. You said you was gonna do it. You promised.
I can just do it. Okay.
Oh!
He's dead.
Oh no, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Do you prefer MilSim PvP?
Oh my god, that erection.
So hard. So stiff. Oh my god, hella helis inbound. 2 Russian helis strafing the base. Holy shit. Strafing us right now, strafing us, strafing us, strafing us. Straight on, shoot him. I think I got him, I think I got him. I got him. Enemy down. Or maybe PvE organized operations.
Irene, I say again, Irene, don't get that pilot.
Or lastly, maybe a more relaxed, meat grinder-ish battlefield PvP experience with MilSim core mechanics. Two on the tent. One down. One more on the tents over there.
Oh, knocked out.
Jump down there, kill him. They're spawning on top of him.
They are pissed.
What the? Reload. Oh my god, he doesn't see me. He's an idiot. Hey, turn around, bub. We're still not capturing. They can just free spawn on this shit. Okay, we're capturing now. Holy f. Regardless of your personal playstyle, Arma Reforger is most definitely going to have a server that suits your personal needs for a gaming experience in a MilSim setting. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a list of my personal favorites. Obviously, when it comes to the best server, that's going to be up to your own personal judgment. Any servers I might leave out or you guys recommend for me to try, make sure to leave them down below in the comments. Now we're going kind of backwards here, but I felt like this one was obvious enough. At the #1 spot, we do have the WCS servers. Got your ass. Now, the only downside to these servers, realistically, is that the queues are super long at normal times of the day. Usually, to get straight into a server, as long as it's not an extra one with maybe only 90 players or something in it, you are going to have to wait a 20 to 30 minute queue on average, I would say, if it's at peak player times. Now, if you are getting on late night at degen hours or something like that, around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you shouldn't have too much of an issue, maybe a 5 to 10 player wait. If that, you might even be able to just get right into the servers. But as long as there's 100 plus or 90 plus players in these servers, you're going to have a wonderful time. The assets they use are amazing. These mods are usually utilized in other PvP servers as well, so that tells you how good the mods they have are in terms of quality and how they function. This server caters towards more of a simulation experience with no kill feed being visible, my personal preference, which means you're going to have to confirm your own kills, but they have decided to make it so you can actually see your friendlies on the map as well as see names from a pretty good distance away in order to avoid friendly fire, which happens a lot in hardcore realism servers where no name tags or friendlies on minimap are visible. They're pretty much friendly fire simulators, and I think this is the perfect balance between MilSim and Simcade for my personal preference and experience on Arma Reforger. Now, as I said, these servers are very, very busy, meaning they're pretty much always full. Now, there is a really good alternative, which is pretty much WCS2 in my personal opinion, with some subtle changes, and that would be target rich environment. So you guys can look up target rich environment and queue up for those servers. I believe the unnamed is also another one that's pretty similar in terms of the assets and maps that are being being played, and there's probably a few more. You guys can let me know down below in the comments, but I'm trying to differentiate the full top 5 list on different experiences within Arma Reforger that are still a good time, while not trying to do pretty much copy and paste servers as the full top 5. Now obviously PvP can become frustrating with some players treating it like it's Call of Duty and trying to lower the draw distance of the grass and things like that to give themselves the highest advantage, turning off shadows, and for some reason trying to play it like it's ranked, so it can get kind of frustrating playing PvP sometimes, and that's where I like to go to my second favorite server on Arma Reforger right now, the 75th Ranger Regiment. At least they do have PvP servers as well, and I would recommend checking those out also, both with and without mods for PS5 players, until you guys of course get mods. But this server has really fun PvE operations for the public operations servers 1 and 2 on the Kunar province, and I don't remember the name of the other map, but I'm pretty sure it's the Iraq based one, and it's a ton of fun, man. I really love this server. There's a lot of good times, a lot of good laughs. The guys have a lot of banter, as well as they get serious from time to time and do themed operations like the Black Hawk Down one you saw in the intro. And the game masters also take suggestions from the players in the server, so if you have an operation you'd like to do, I suggest asking one of the game masters to possibly set it up, and I'm almost certain that they'll eventually get to it within the day. These guys run operations all the time. It's a ton of fun. It's a laid-back PvE experience that can get kind of hectic sometimes. You can definitely get overrun if you're not watching your 6 and communicating with your team properly. And not to mention, on top of the public servers, they do also have private servers where I'm assuming the operations are a lot more serious and a lot more focused, and you guys can actually apply in their Discord for your MOS and things like that. And it's super cool, man. I hopefully will apply eventually and see what I can do. I really hope some of these servers eventually come out with like press vests or something like that, because it'd actually be fun to go in as a photographer and do war photography in game. I love virtual photography, and I think it's something that might be missing from some of these servers, and I think it could be a ton of fun. Maybe I'm tripping, but I think it could be kind of cool. Or maybe even like a fake camcorder camera where you can zoom in and stuff, or like a GoPro thing. I don't know. I just think it'd be really cool to be able to document in-game war as if you were an actual journalist. I think it'd be kind of sick for content. But enough about that, man. On to number 3. Now, while I do like a Milsim Simcade experience, sometimes I like to have a good laugh and a little bit of jokes, and I think that's where Border Wars comes in. That guy's dead. So this is a Milsim server. I would still say you don't have a kill feed. There's no confirm on the kills. You have to go and confirm your own kills, and the players do play pretty seriously, and the servers are pretty competitive in a good way. But I also like that they have funny stuff like this UFO here.
Oh,
Right here, right here, right here.
oh, how do I turn this on? Oh, it's on.
Boys, we're no UFO. Just a kind of a joke. They have an M2 and a Ventador you can spawn in. It kind of breaks the immersion from time to time. That can be somewhat tiring. It makes for a good little laugh, but they have really cool kits in the server on top of ghillie suits, cool weaponry, things like that. I think Border Wars is a great experience, and the server for the most part is always open. Hopefully they make a couple more, because as I think right now there's only like one, and it can be kind of full sometimes, but more often than not it's only like 110 players in there, and you can get in pretty easily, and this server is a very fun PvP experience, and it's kind of right before we get into the meat grinder stuff in my personal opinion. So on top of them also having things like the Black Hawk, the Chinook, and actually a Harrier jet as a helicopter reskin, this server is a ton of fun, and I would highly recommend it as well. Now next up at the number 4 spot for me personally is going to be OPR Fargo. This server was actually suggested to me during a stream, and I got to try it out during one of the events they host, and that's mainly the reason why I put this server on the list, because I was having performance issues in this server with half or a quarter of the players that the WCS servers have active, and I was still having performance issues, but I think it's because the massive amount of stuff that was spawned in on this trench warfare event that we did, which was very cool because everything that we were doing was strictly trench warfare, and I haven't seen that in a server yet, and the fact that they host events is very intriguing as well. So maybe it's just the sheer amount of stuff that was spawned in on that server and the events was lagging it, but honestly it was worth it. I totally had a great time. We also did a little CQB urban combat in buildings as well, like specifically everybody in one area, and it was only 50 players, but it felt like 100. It was absolutely intense. It was a wonderful time, so I would recommend this server as well, as they do have some Ukraine Russian war stuff as well, and it's just a good time, man. and they do really cool stuff. I've seen Bunker Warfare on Spliff's channel as well. He regularly plays this server, so I'd highly recommend for you guys to check it out. Kind of short and sweet with that one, but there wasn't really much else to say about it. It's a good server. Try it out, man. Trust me. And also check out Spliff, man. Shout out to him. Good content creator as well. Now, at the number 5 and final spot, the only reason this is so low on the list is because I only see 2 servers and they're constantly full, and that's going to have to be Spearhead. This server actually is really good. I will say it absolutely blew my eardrums out when I joined. Like, it was ridiculous. The sound in that game mode, or in that server specifically, is insane. I only got to play the hardcore realism server because there was a 50 queue on the regular one, and unfortunately it's just kind of a friendly fire simulator, but all of the assets in the map are so dope. Hopefully they have more servers where I can actually see my friends on the map and see name tags. Those are the only 2 things that was really missing for me. I literally was able to stand in front of 2 Russians just by saying I'm Russian, even though I was holding an M4 and a yellow armband on because it was nighttime.
Russia, is it you, Russia?
Yeah, Ruski inside the building. Fucking dirty ass nerd.
Oh, shit.
And it just can be highly frustrating because I would just spawn in and get team killed. But besides that, it's a great map. It's a lot of fun, and it's a super fun server to play on if you can get in on the normal conflict server. So make sure you guys try it out. I would highly recommend that one as my 5th option. Now, as always, man, we're going to get back to our regularly scheduled programming on Thursday. If you guys want to check out any of the videos on screen, there's going to be some funny moments in there and a good time as well, so I highly recommend that. But you guys can come back on Thursday. We'll be here again. We're live all the time on YouTube now as well. If you guys want to tune into the live streams, just turn your post notifications on, and you guys are more than welcome to join my Discord as well. I have an LFG channel basically where you guys can chat amongst each other, pick your roles, and be able to find teammates, organize groups, and work together to have a good time on Arma Reforger, man. As always, I appreciate you guys. I was asked to make a little list of my favorite servers, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Back to Tactical Comedy on Thursday. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.